paint the picture for me, because the world is different now. We don't have the
Typical family is
nuclear
no,
family, mommy, daddy, two children.
That's done.
Right.
The thing of the past. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Right now we out and stunted.
Right.
Everybody family tick like dumpling. We out and
Tick
stunted.
like dumpling.
Before we even get into that, once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the Mars vs. Venus show. It's still currently number one for the past 5 years regionally. It's the most streamed YouTube radio television show in this region.
Yes,
and we really appreciate all the love and all the comments. They come fast and furious. Even the vile ones as well that we have to remove. We accept you as well. We have some very, very vile ones where we have to let the administrators of the site move it. And some people got blocked along the way because they really and truly have no kind of decency and understanding. So again, want to thank everyone for being a part of it. So today we want to talk about something that is sensitive to some. Some people treat it sensitive. To me, it's just part of life. We're talking introduction.
Well, I think the whole heading should be stepchildren, because we should even start where there's some people wouldn't even date you if they know you have stepchildren.
If you know you have a child, I mean.
Yeah, sorry. If they know you have a child, right? Stepchildren is considered when you the children of your spouse.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Right.
The real definition
It's the spouse. They use the word spouse.
is your spouse kids
Right.
is considered step.
Right.
We use it frivolously around in society. From the time you and a young lady start to sting up, use the young lady step.
One time.
Children stepfather.
One time.
One
Ma'am?
First time you get invited, that is the
Ma'am,
day. Use a stepdad.
We go in movie tongue. How the hell I am them children stepfather when it's the first time me and you go in movie tongue.
Call it daddy. He called it daddy yesterday.
Hold on, right?
They have step families,
Yeah.
because the thing gets technical. It gets technical.
So we just want to ask the question today, appropriation, in terms of when do you think it is appropriate to start inviting your new person into the space of your children, man and woman? Because there's been a trend that I've been noticing of late where in January, a home girl might meet Bill, and midway January, you will see them at Trotters having a meal, and they will take that center selfie, the center selfie, where it's her, the kid, and Bill on the next end.
All right.
And she has a mojito, the kid has orange juice,
Right.
and Bill has a Johnny and coconut. And they will take a selfie, and her hashtag will be found the real one.
Oh,
Love us both.
Lord.
Real. Hashtag thank you God. Hashtag understand. Hashtag living for us. Hashtag living for me. Hashtag both of us together. Hashtag togetherness. Hashtag we are all in love. Hashtag all. In January,
Right.
around the 17th, bam! May 12th, new dude, same hashtags, same year. To me, these things can be a little traumatic for children, and it happens with guys as well. Don't get me wrong. The guys mightn't put you up on the social with the hashtags.
Nah, you want to make cold scene.
But what they will do is they will go by the washman.
Nah, you want to make cold scene.
They will go by the washman.
Nah, I mean posting small man, nah. No.
Oh.
They will go by the
Nah.
washman, Rody.
Small
And
man, stop taking pity on me now, small man.
Yeah, that kind of man out here.
Small man, delete that, eh?
Rudy, how?
and they will go by the washman, right? And when they pick up small man from the mother or small girl, Daddy, where we going? Going to wash the car by Scrapes Day, making a move. But on the way to Scrapes, pass and pick up a friend. Friend jumps in. Jump in the back there. Daddy, why has to go in? Go in the back on the iPad. My iPad there. Look, my phone. Who's that picking up there, Daddy? Yeah, Auntie Charmaine. Auntie Charmaine coming. Auntie Charmaine gonna come in bubbly. Hi, Mikey. Hiya. Hi. Hello, look at Josiah.
Josiah, hello.
And you know, Auntie Charmaine go have thing home inside. She go bring snacks.
Yeah, she will make sure and stuck it up.
She'll give my little Oreos, a little thing. You drink this kind of juice? Yes. You know, just I am greedy.
Yeah, no, just I am greedy.
So, just I only taking thing from Charmaine. Taking thing. And they go on and Daddy go on and wash the car. Why is Daddy car washing by scrapes? The inside, you know, scrapes are in nicely like condition thing. They'll sit down and he chatting up with Charmaine and he on the phone playing. Soon as just I reach back home, your father say, Mommy went and wash the car, let me pick up Auntie Charmaine. So the question today is, when do you guys think it is appropriate to introduce that aspect of your life to a child?
Yeah. Want to say good morning to Marlon in Atlanta and sending big love to wife Karina and baby girl. Wifey in the car for the first time listening to Ojo. They have a drive. So welcome out to the Ojo family.
Nervous.
And daughter Mali. nervous.
He nervous.
There's a rough day to bring her in for the first time.
know
you know.
he nervous.
Marlon.
He nervous.
You know what is be shaky on a Friday, Marlon. We just
Nervous.
mash up couples and next thing you know, there's going to be a very long drive for you.
Morning, wifey.
So guys, that is really the
Karina.
topic today. We want to know when you think it's an appropriate time to start to filter in that into a relationship.
Jaiga,
because-
you're mixed with the devil.
It is according, It is according to the amount of trauma you may have encountered within your last relationship.
Trauma, you
Yeah,
said.
trauma. How to use that word?
Right.
Because if it is you as
It's
you as
kinda
a woman, if it is you as a woman,
That kind of harsh
harsh.
word, buddy.
always a harsh
Well,
word.
it's extreme.
That's extreme trauma, you say.
Not
Trauma.
everybody is going through
trauma,
trauma.
not how people is go through trauma, dread.
Yeah, but I just say not everybody. I think
Continue.
I say
Continue.
majority of them is
Continue.
sexual
Alright,
trauma.
let me aim out
You
that
know,
trauma.
you have a little son or you have a little daughter, right? You was in a past relationship, it didn't work out, especially knowing that you had a baby girl or a baby boy in the picture. You will take longer to introduce this person to your child if it is you experienced some sort of
Yeah.
trauma,
Trauma.
right, in past relationships. So it's all according to what you went through.
Yeah. So when I mash up, he got glass and thing that was trauma.
Now all that was trauma.
Right.
Well, that was trauma.
I hear you. I hear you.
And then it's a situations where the father or the mother might mean the picture. You know, if the father and the mother in the child's life, you're saddling have to be
It's
a
true
little,
because if
you
the
know?
man tell you, he coming to pick you up on a Friday night
Yeah.
and then he call you last minute and say I can't come because the babysitter, the whatever. You have to understand if you like the man. That's how I would see it. If you like, you had to love the children.
you had to think too. It's a man who you want other man wrong the children too.
Exactly.
And
And
if they
vice
are your
versa.
children and thing, you know it's a
Vice
man is beyond
versa.
so.
Vice
I
versa.
don't want he wrong share. Nah, if all you doing all the thing, all you go somewhere else.
I'm sure.
Not wrong, my child.
Real woman
Have,
could do
have
that.
them situations.
Have that.
And vice
You
versa.
understand?
Because there are women out there don't bring you
Yeah.
and them by wrong by me.
Because you
Child.
always have to remember, for Trinidad woman, a Trinidad woman is a woman when she's with you. But when she's not, every woman with you is a
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is an understanding. We grew up understanding.
Yeah.
Once you are not physically with someone, the person you are with is considered
Yeah.
because that's how
Yep.
we were raised. I remember as a young child
And
at
that
9.
is not touching my child.
You understand? At 9, I see my cousin go. I couldn't understand it then. I know it now. At 9, growing up, I used to hear all my big cousins and them girlfriends saying, "You see when you're bringing you, and them are wrong." Yeah, I used to be like, "How is she? I don't understand, auntie. Auntie."
I would say the best time to introduce that person to your child is if you're absolutely sure that person going to remain in your child life. Now I ain't saying hide the child from the person.
Oh,
How you
But I'm
be sure?
saying
You're
let the
gonna be
person know, yeah, I have a child and thing, let them know,
Well, I guess.
you know, I have a little daughter, I have a little son, XYZ is the case.
Oh, you going to
But
know
the
that?
never
only
know that.
time you're getting to be introduced to my child is if I am sure
Oh, you sure?
So
that
Leah,
you and me gonna be married
What?
or
What?
gonna be together for a very long time.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
what he's trying to
nice.
say is that when you know to yourself that you're serious about the
yeah, but
person.
the only
Yeah,
way-
but you
the
could be
only way
serious
you
about
gonna
them,
know
but
that
them ain't serious
Nikki-
about you.
Yeah.
You could be serious about them and them ain't serious about you, Nikki. And you
So wait, all you're saying is lotto we playing?
But you have to understand this world we
It's
live
play
in.
where we playing.
This world we living in, it's shaky.
It's shaky.
You could
Good
never know.
morning to the panel.
Molly.
Well, I really and truly don't know now because I've actually never been with somebody who has a child. But kudos to my father who met my mother with 5 kids and love her just the same.
Wow.
And then my brother and I came along and he took care of all of us.
All right.
So
That was
my
man.
father even adopted my mother 5 other kids.
That is man.
So we all one family. But then again, all my mother children is my brothers and sisters regardless.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Dad, you did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace.
I wonder if my man doing out there.
It's a
the
men
Brady
night, it's
bunch.
a real men
Yeah,
do
it's a
that.
men
Real
doing
men
that.
do that.
I
Real
know-
men.
I
They don't
know-
get the credit for it, but
I
real
know,
men do
meet
that.
a woman with 5 children
Yes, boy.
I know
and
an
say I love
artist.
you and I'm going and take care of them.
I know an
children.
artist
Enough
doing that.
respect.
I know an artist doing that. I know an artist doing that, and he's doing it real good too. Eh? I want to mention him.
Enough
I
respect.
know real men do that, boy.
Skisa.
I know.
Doing that.
I know real men do that. Hold
Yeah.
on, hold
Marlon
on.
say, all I could say is, wait.
Like good man. You have a good man there.
I have 2 step kids while my kids. That's not right. Wait. Kylie.
Start over.
It's kind
Start
of.
over. Hold on, let me see.
My
Here.
mom-
Hello.
This morning's.
Oh, Jaiga,
Oh,
blessed and love. Nikki,
Morning.
that man in the corner there. That man. See that man in the
Oh.
corner there?
Which one?
That man, the next one with the hat. Give me the corner there.
What's this boy?
sad boy.
That one with the cube in the corner there.
That
Road
was
app.
sad, boy. You see?
Big respect to, his name is Tony. They just call him Toothpick. He used to work on the wall. He met my mother. My father was not wrong. And he
I know
defend.
toothpick. A skinny fella.
No. When you asking him, you got Nikki. You know,
Give your
Nikki,
story now.
come
Give your
on.
story now. Give your story now. Give your story now.
Yeah, so big respect to Toothpick, full on John, always advise everything. My stepfather, big respect to him, my brother, goodness, manners, and respect. And he and my mother still together.
All right,
Up to
cool.
this
I
day.
read, man.
Goodness. All right.
I read.
My
man.
mom and stepdad went around for about 3 years before he met my sister and I. Asked if it would be okay with him to be our stepdad. It's 17 years later and they're still going strong.
Nice one.
Some nice
Again,
stories.
Nice vibes.
It's about doing it the right. So the question we asking is what we're trying to figure out is when is it the right time? They waited 3 years because obviously you know that they were serious. Because now I don't know, the trend is now as you're dating,
Now you have to take your time.
as
man.
you ting up,
You have
it's
to take
supposed to
your
be a
time.
free for all.
You have to take
This
your
is my
time.
concern because I'm seeing it. I'm telling you, I'm not talking just from a woman's perspective. You know, they're quick to say, well, I'm only talking about the woman because guys do it as well.
Both sides, yeah.
But the guys do it, like how I explain it, that's how the fellas just do it. Everything is always we making a turn. So this weekend, I washed my scrapes and he went and he meet Charmaine. Then next weekend, I go wash my scrapes again. And this time I had to pick up Beverly. And that is how it goes. And for the girls, it might not be as frequent, but in terms of space, but it happens. And I think that is
happens.
that off. Because you cannot tell me in 1 year, I have seen females post 3 different dudes with the same hashtags. How you can be in so much of full love where you have to say, thank God,
And involved in a
hashtag
child.
together, hashtag one love, hashtag love both, hashtag both love in a 3 month
Morning.
space.
What is man now coming to this fairy tale thing about? My child is 10 years. The amount of girl pass through my life about 3 or 4. He does still call everybody mommy. And he's 10. That cool.
Did he say he's got everybody, mommy?
Mark, who you talking
I
about, boy, Mark, boy?
confused. I confused.
I confused.
Mark.
What you saying there, bruv?
So this right up my alley. I got divorced when my son was 3 years old. I met my boyfriend 2 years after. We were together for 6 months before he met my son. I did not want to have someone who might and leave at any time around my son. We're now together going on 6 years.
Nice.
So I think
I think age too has a big thing to do with it, eh?
when you say age, what
All
you
right,
mean?
like how
Child's
in her instance it was 3. Very impressionable still, right? So you waited 6 months after the breakup with the child's father. You met someone else, and in that space of time, the child would have still be like now turning 4,
Right.
and he would have the understanding for a child at that age. You could kind of still mold
could
them and
yeah, you
still
could
guide them in a
you
particular
still
direction.
have a gap there, but when you see
You're 7, 8, 9,
14.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14
boy,
going up there.
14, 15,
Pain.
16,
Pain.
you had to take some slam down. Yes, not my fault. father!
Yes.
You're not my father! You want to take some of that, eh? You still beat that man and he still want to come into your life.
Strong boy, strong.
Yeah, he's a strong boy.
He's a strong
Great
boy.
And what we are standing against
And
somebody.
tall.
And he's standing against somebody. I want to call daddy. I want to go by my daddy. No. I want. Yeah, you see that? And what me you
You
say?
just get that when they're young, 8, 9. I want to go by my daddy.
And you see, now
Tell
then
us
you're
some kind of
boiling,
thing,
eh?
you know.
You're boiling. Especially the child
Just spend a
spoil.
set of thing to feed the child.
Not only that, when
Bring
you
a set of ice cream.
when you well plan to this, you know, to
Yeah.
go by mommy and hoping he go and sleep early, say girl. You reach that boy, you reach.
Morning. Daddy, mommy said to let all your aunties and them will be picking up to take the bus. Because she don't want no more aunties in the car.
You know, it is you know pull up there about 7:45, Nikki, in hope that by 8:30 he going down.
Let me hear that.
I would say the best time to introduce that person to your child.
That's the same fella. He said, the same fella who called with that voice note, he said he grew up with 5 stepfathers and 4 stepmothers. Are you hearing me? 5 stepfathers and 4 stepmothers.
What?
Yeah, that's the reality. That is the reality of some people's lives.
Morning, Ujjwal. His wish. And my wife never introduced me to her 2 children. Pressure.
You see that all the missing romantics, you know, you don't carry one time camera. Ross say he had the solution. When you reach, you pull out your wallet. You never 100. Go and sleep. You ain't tired? Ross said
that's the new age.
The new age way as you enter the home. And he come
Hi,
playing
Uncle
playing
Roy.
Uncle.
Hi, Uncle Roy. You want to play?
Josiah, come.
Ah?
Come. You dip in your wallet.
Ah?
Hit Josiah 100.
Ah?
Go inside and lie down.
Okay, Uncle Roy. Good night.
Mommy, good night.
Mommy, good night. Night, Uncle Roy.
You know it is you now pull up 7:45, Nicole, and you go on in and Josiah
the
is
girl
acting
confused,
up.
but Josiah is never going to sleep the
Josiah
same.
again, you know, like he don't want to go and sleep. And when the mother saying, Josiah, it's time for you to go down. I don't know, I want to go by daddy. Can you just call daddy for me, please? And you watching this, you're watching this, and you're grinding, you're all your back of your gumming. You know, she can't put this, you want to ring Josiah's. But go inside.
Morning, Ojo. Kudos to my husband that I married for 20 years. Accept my 3 big children as
Nice.
his. And I have 2 kids for him. And they are all brothers and sisters.
Nice one.
One love.
Maturity have a lot to play
Yeah,
in this,
yeah.
guys.
We are realizing, and after doing the show for so many years, that when you see you're mature, both of you are kind of reach a maturity about understanding life and relationships and stuff. That's when things start to run smooth. But when you're young and passionate and hot,
Stupid.
you think you be like,
Ego inside and you hate
ego
everybody.
Yeah.
The
Oh, you
police
can
was-
talk to
Didn't think
Keisha in
about the
front of me.
child at all.
Yeah,
Didn't think about the child at all.
Our next
Everything is
sensitive
me,
topic,
me,
our
me,
next
me, me.
sensitive topic to it, that is Dole woman, Dole then put a hand in my child
Oh yeah,
here.
that is a
You see
very
that one?
sensitive topic. That is, I think we talked about it a while ago because it was an issue, but touch my child head.
What? Oh, good. Hey, look. Hey.
Since your hand touched him, the child head, my head stop
Yeah,
growing.
my
Yes,
child
up,
here
your
growing.
hair dropping.
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 What's she hairline? What's she hairline?
Look.
His hands are Satan.
Ladies.
All you did. Wow, hands of Satan.
Wow. All I'm saying is, and to those women who operate in that manner, I have a simple solution. You become one with your child and Chuck E. Cheese because your life will forever be in Chuck E. Cheese. You need to grow past it, accept that people move on, and vice versa.
And it works too where women take offense if you like you go and cut, because I've seen videos where you cannot take the child and go and cut the child hair.
Now
The
you're
boys.
mad. You
Boys.
mad? How dare you
And
do
there was
that?
this video of this woman carrying on, and I am saying this man just came back from the barber with his son,
Yeah.
and she is
Yeah, it have that instance. It have the one too where, like the dudes with fellas, you know, like home girl might be running late, but she, remember, unbeknownst to the child's father, he might know that his child and said individual have a cordial relationship. So she would be like, hey, Robbie? Yeah, what's going on? I'm running really late. I'm in a meeting here and I cannot pick up Josiah. Could you just run by school and pick up Josiah and bring him to the office? Yeah, no, see now, right around the corner. What did we call the school? No, I already told them. I told them at the gate that you're coming. I gave them your number. So when Robbie now pull up, and you know, Robbie have a nice van. So small man glad to go in the van because remember your father drive a Tidas.
Uncle Robbie! Uncle Robbie! I can ride in the back! Uncle Robbie! Yay!
When homeboy hear that, it's Rabino. He flying down there.
Could be a caster. Good boy.
Oh, what's that?
Who's this boy? Yeah, I'm a Bridget Potinsky.
Watch me. When he find out that he going down there and look for Rabbi, you having a man picking up my child in school.
Yeah.
He was not available. I could not have gone.
Yeah.
And
No, they
he
don't
was
say
there.
that. Just get patty. If I'm a
Bacchanal.
single mom, just dating, no introduction. When we decide to be in a committed relationship, cool.
All right, cool. That makes sense.
But you
How
know,
fast
sometimes-
do we get to the
yeah,
commitment part though?
But sometimes it's really hard for young single mothers to date. They have nobody to many times to hold the child. So it's almost like, well, you had to take me out for a pizza and a little ice cream. It had to be.
'Cause you really can't
yeah,
come
I had to
home.
go with each other, you know, and that's the reality of it.
You know, it's how people locking you off. If it is you introduce them to the child for the first time, and that child intake to you.
Yeah, you get luck off.
Oh, yeah.
Time intake to you.
Because
That
they
child
usually
intake to
train
you
like
full.
dog. It's like if you go by somebody, they don't back in, back
I
in, back
used to
in.
do that
Come
with
on.
my, I used to do that with boyfriend. If my dog didn't like you,
Yeah,
Jen,
can't
he picking
come.
up
You
something
come for
on
the
you.
first time they come by here.
But
the
Nico,
thing
from
and
a
the child,
woman's perspective, I have a question, right? From a woman's perspective, right? Is it appropriate for a young lady to invite a young man home, right? And you get there and, you know, you go with the necessary trinklets, huh? You know, men go with trinklets. Maybe you go with a little presto sushi, bottle of wine, piece of cheesecake, maybe some dosage delice. And they have like a toddler in their midst.
Right.
And
So like I have a 2-year-old or something.
yeah.
Right.
Sleeps with you because you live alone. But for some reason, that particular night, you decided that you're feeling frisky.
Frisky.
Yeah, and you invite the young man into your bedroom. I just set a little cot at the side of the bed and put the 2-year-old there and hoping that the young man will ting up with you. You think that's appropriate?
No.
Who's that one? Who's that one? Who's that one?
I think they had
I
a
hear
study
ting up.
on this.
I hear ting
Children is watching and be watching things.
No,
You know?
and she telling you, don't worry, he's sleeping.
A 2-year-old in the crib while you're doing things.
There's the stepfather.
No stepfather.
It's just a couple.
You can't really go on a date because you have a toddler. But you're interested in this young man, so you invited him home. And he came with all the trinkets ready.
Right.
Presto sushi, bottle of wine,
Oh, yeah,
cheesecake,
yeah.
ice cream.
Come well prepared.
Sat down.
I said,
Child-
go and do it. It's the
Come
living
well
room.
prepared to-
Child
Again.
fall asleep. She holds your hand, take you inside. You say, "But look, small man, in I didn't know he was home. Yeah, study he's sleeping." And she frisky. You think
Right.
that's appropriate or inappropriate?
On whose part?
The young lady, obviously, because you know man, I no conscience.
both of them.
Not the young man.
Yeah,
Right,
the young
I do have to answer that
Wait.
question. Right, I out of that.
Wait.
Nikki, what?
You know that Marlon doesn't really care.
That's really for you, Nikki.
But you know Marlon and them
That's really
studying
for
so man. Marlon don't care about. Marlon saying you.
Small man.
You sure he's sleeping?
If he get up, hey, stick your pacifier back
No.
in.
I'm Marlon doing that. Don't do
Marlon
that.
rough boy.
Don't do that. Don't
See
do
why
that.
Marlon?
Don't do it that.
Hard
Don't do it
something.
that, Rudy. Don't do it that. He ain't saying that. I asking
man,
Nico
find your pacifier.
from a female perspective.
No,
You
I don't think that's appropriate
Yeah.
to be.
So I am not wrong in looking
personally
at a
don't think it's
lady cross-eyed
But
if
I'm
she
sure
tried to
many
introduce her.
couples, husband and wife, whoever, sleep with babies.
Like husband
next
and
to
wife,
them.
that different.
Yeah, so-
Right?
Husband and wife different. That different.
I find that they're a little young. It's a little young.
Husband and wife different. That's different. If you want,
I
because
don't want to be
remember,
judgmental, but I think
You
they
never-
just watch her.
You never get stick in the air? You never get stick in the air?
What? Excuse me.
You do need butterfly.
Yeah.
You need butterfly. And here,
and then you have cold back. You ever get no, you know.
Can you just
Everywhere
stick
you
so?
stick.
No.
Everywhere
Here
you
in the stick. Rudy, you ever get the
You
cold
never-
hand?
you
You ever
never
get the
mannequin.
cold hand?
Nah,
It's
never
a
get
cold
the
hand.
me
Cold
like
hand.
Yeah.
In
Nah, I never
mid-flight,
get that.
you get a cold little hand.
And on
Nah,
your-
never get that
Touching
one.
Mommy.
I get it stand up in the dark.
A cold hand is kill all vibes in it.
Just standing up in the dark. What kind of terror you want, poltergeist?
The crib right here. The crib right here.
Just stand up and
You
just
even
say
know
that
that
to
little
you.
head.
You just see
because
the
that
white
little-
eye, the little white eye that's watching it. A cool hand is showed on real
It's
thing.
like it's a mannequin away. Just like,
See that cool hand, Nicole, and that cool hand touch you so.
and you're hoping and praying she go back down, eh? You're hoping and praying she go back down. You're just right there. Don't move, babe. Don't move.
But they're sleeping, they're sleeping. You're hoping that they just lie back down.
She ain't going in place. Eh?
Daddy?
Once they start to talk, that's it. Once you
yeah,
start
like
to
it,
hear
like
talking,
it.
that's it. Fun
Just
done.
stand up in the crib and watch you open the
Fun.
eye. Watch
Fun
My mind-
done.
Fun
Fun done.
I just rolling in my head. Oh gosh!
it.
Fun done. Fun done. Fun done.
You
Fun
will
done.
know. You will know when to introduce a person to your child. You don't want to bring a touch and go person in your life. Ooh, touch and go. That's a different. Since they will be taking a position in your child's life for safety, give it a year and a half first. By then, the bad colors will start to come out, and the
Right.
real
That is
person will
that
show.
is what we wanted to get to. I
How
wanted to.
realistic though is it for a man to be dating a woman for a year and a half and don't meet the child? Is that a realistic thing? I mean, it's really easy to
No.
say.
Hold on. Meeting the child is people. Yeah, let me just clear this real quick. When we say meet Nicole, obviously, like let's say for instance, you pass on a check and the child in the car, you might browse,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
brusque the child.
You're browsing the child.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might
I know
see
what
the
you
child
mean,
with the
right.
mother,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, but you're
in
talking about
passing, you might
spending
see her at the
time.
mall.
In
You might
the
see
public,
in
in
public,
public
you
eyes,
might
in
see them in the
public
mall. You
What
stop and
is-
you have
I'm
a fun.
still asking you how realistic it is if to be dating a woman for a year and a half.
Very.
And don't have interaction with the child.
Very, very realistic. I'm talking. The interaction I am speaking of is one of where you all spend time together, like an entire Saturday. You are with this girl, the woman that you're
So I guess
dating,
you're gonna-
and the child is incorporated in that space.
All right,
Normally,
all right.
what's supposed to happen is if she's on a date, she talks to the child's father. Listen, this weekend you have him or you have her.
Wow.
I am
Correct.
out.
Let's get some
the
voices.
correct way.
Too many voices.
Morning,
Morning, Kevin.
Ojo. And just like that, Josiah raised the price because Christmas coming. Josiah price gone from 100 to 400. Easy.
Kevin.
Yeah, morning, Ojo. I telling you, there's some fellas out there, some partners, I telling you. Them men, they just try to get good with them woman. Do all kind of thing. They play stepfather, they buy milk, pampers, wherever they had to buy just to get good. Until the end of the day, they're just playing dead to catch go. But all they're trying to do is eat our food. As soon as you feel in love, and they eat our food is because they're gone.
Did-
And
That's
that's what it
a
is.
sad story,
Yeah,
though.
that does happen.
That
It's a
happen.
very sad story.
I find that too much work, boy.
Morning, Ojo. That man with a bunch of stepmoms and stepdads, he must be a foster child. He can't have step parents on
But
both
this
sides.
Trinidad boy.
How that happen?
What do you mean how that happened?
It's of there was
That's
this lady.
normal in Trinidad.
Is Ivana? What's her name? The public motivational speaker. No? Ilana.
All right.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? She had a show where had about 4 child fathers, and one of them had 28 children
Yeah.
by 6 or 7 women.
Yeah.
And next have
You know, to go
30
that
something
far,
children
You know, West Indian men have that kind of
with
reputation.
10 with
Grandpa
10
and
child
that.
mother. But you taking away from the child.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, it have a lot more.
You're
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
away from the child.
Ocho, well, good morning. I sit down here and I'm trying to contemplate on what to really tell all you about this topic all you on. All I could say is, it's not way you're doing this life, but how you do it. Because you could never really be sure how long somebody come in your life for.
True that.
So ladies, remember all your children and the watching all you how to carry about the self as women. And men, the young boys and them looking up to all you, lead by example and show them how to be men and how to treat women in this life. Because goodness we just deal with. You understand? That's the best I could come up with.
All right.
Because you see me, I have one daughter, right? And me and she father done a long while now. I lost count. Years. And me bring a next man wrong my child. I'm telling you.
Ojo to the world.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Hey, wire. All right, let's take a break. We come back.
Sahara dust in here.
As youth man living in a house with 3 brothers and 1 sister, we just used to wake up and see stepmom. We house never short of stepmoms. We love all of them too.
Oh wow.
Every week is a new auntie.
Wow.
Ojo, good day to everybody. Yeah, so this situation with the stepchildren situation, coming from my situation was very taboo because my ex-wife is 20 years older than me, so she had big children. I'm 29 right now. At the time I was 26, 27 when I was dating her, when we were married and living together, and her children was, two of the children were older than me, but they were cool. The younger one, she had the three. The last one, the younger one was the one that didn't like me. She always said, you can't replace my dad. You will never replace my dad. I think, where's that one by? But whatever. I also even had step-grandchildren. They loved me, but they used to ask me questions because they were young. Like, hey, were you always this color? Because, they're Hispanic background. They're Hispanic and African descendants. So they're wondering how come my skin is this color, all kind of things. Also, rest in peace to my partner Nacho, who just got murdered by a stepson because the mom was cooking in the kitchen and there was a lot of smoke. So Nacho tell them to open the vent, and he find Nacho talked to him a little too hard. He pulled out a gun at Nacho and he shot Nacho. Nacho dead. Anyway, rest in peace. But at the end of the day,
all right, Nacho dead.
Nacho gone for smoke.
Morning breakfast party, Nikki, that stepchildren thing kind of touchy. I think after 3 months, you can introduce your kids to the person, then the introduction is necessary for both parties involved. Because if the kids are rude, you can go your way, and if you have good kids, you can make the next move. But some people have some children that are not easy. Want to wish Joe and Marshall and Arima happy birthday coming from Dane out in Brooklyn.
I find 3 months a little tight, boy. That real close. 3 months real soon. Well, you know anybody in 3 months to bring your whole children around them?
Some people get married in 6 months.
That is you and the person. Me no man, you could think up. Me saying don't think up, Listen, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound hypocritical. If a young lady and a man has dissolved their relationship and there's no longer any emotional or sexual attraction and they go on their separate ways, you could think up. I have no issues in you thinking up. Do you? But singing up and then involving a child is two different things.
I think, and we always say this in Mars versus Venus, every relationship is different. I think there's that kind of maturity when you don't have to be marriage, but that you and him are taking the next step, or you and her taking the next step to take the relationship further, right? So I think most people would know in themselves, okay, this person is going to be in my life for a while, and they will know kind of when it's time. And it has a lot to do with age too. It has a lot to do, the relationship with the real father. A lot of those
not
things
only that,
play
you have
into
to also think about that when you're bringing in somebody into that space. It's not only them, you're talking about the person's grandparents too. But listen, for a guy, if you bring in a new lady into your children's life, you're talking about the child's mother and father. That's their grandparents. You have to also consider how they look at the person you bring around, because you can get negative energies from them as well. You understand? Then your parents too, and your siblings, because you're inviting somebody into a whole living, breathing space,
3 months too soon for me.
I find that too soon.
My wife didn't meet my son until 2 years after we started dating. And my mom has been seeing a guy for a few years now. I'm 20 now and still don't want him anywhere near me.
Wow. Now that's a little, come on, dude.
Good morning, guys. From my experience, I honestly wish with all the information I have out today in the world, especially this topic, it should have that, how old I is? 33? 33 years ago for my father. Because I tell you, I could have do without my stepmother. I could have do without she.
Wow.
He and all could do without she.
Wow.
We would have been living a better life. Have a good day.
All right. Okay, that was quick and to the point.
Yeah. Because, there's that dark side of step children and relationship with these step parents, where they treat them like
There's also
crap.
the side where the parents, the adult in the situation, put themselves first. Meaning, your children are comfortable with the person you
and
see
they don't care.
but you don't care because you're comfortable with them. Whatever they're doing for you, you appreciate. So you still allow them in a space.
Don't bring no man around my children, not in the same house. Live at you until my children are over 18.
then have some people like that as well.
Yeah.
You understand?
Who they have literally given up their lives to their children. They're not going out with nobody. They're taking care of their children. There's some people like that.
I'm not going to tell a young lady to stop living for her children. I'm not going to say that. All I'm saying is that you have to live within a perimeter of respect for yourself too and your children, especially if you're a female.
It have people I would have gone out with, never meet my children and never would, you know. I mean, I telling you, enough people say to me, you have children in truth because you and I going out for a little bit, but I know you don't qualify and that is not what this is.
Right.
You see, after about a year when your children younger and you feel like, okay, this is going somewhere, then they can meet your children. And when your children at the age of mine, where they are grown, it's not when they meeting you, it's when your children, it's not when they meeting your children, it's when your children meeting them, because they say, so mommy, we notice a pattern. Who is he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you better spill your guts. And that question has come after about date number 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Cool. For real. When you're grown children, obviously that conversation will come up because they will start to see the trends of their parents changing. Like, for instance, your mother will start to tell you, but I'm home tonight, eh? At least so and so for you. If you have big kids, they're talking about. And mommy, I mean, I'm going out. And obviously they'll start to ask, right, you mommy, all of a sudden every Thursday, Friday, you out, so what's going on?
Morning, Ojo World. I met my wife 13 years ago. She had a daughter from her first marriage. I met her 8 months after. And when I asked my wife to marry, and today she says she has 2 dads. Today she's 19. When anyone asks if I have any kids, I will say yes, a beautiful daughter. Yeah, it's a special relationship, and but not everybody had it so
not
special.
Everybody have it so.
I stepped into my stepdaughter's life when she was around 4 months old. I was the mother figure in her life until she was 3, and her mom was not in her life after she was born. Then her father passed away. The child still calls me mommy. That is something to her. Yeah, the mother is now back and refused to let me see her. But when my ex-fiancé mother gets to see her, she always FaceTime me to see her too. Now every 6 months, the child is showing me a new puppy. So she had a child. The dad died, and so she had to go back to the real mother.
Wow.
And because I know of situations so too where the stepdaughter lived with the stepmother, and then the stepfather died, and she stayed with the child and keep raising the child. So the world has changed so much now. The family, as we keep saying, the family, what was perceived as a family, mommy, daddy, 2 kids, a dog, picket fence, all that changed. That whole look of what the perfect family is has changed. Only when you're serious about a person, because the child does not need to see the person unless you are serious.
Jaiga, I get a cool hand. I get, mommy, what are you doing?
No, sad. You real sad, boy. You real sad.
Yeah.
You real sad. You say get cool hand and mommy, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I was in a relationship. I took care of her kids for 10 years. When her daughter got into college, she said she was good and left. Morning, there's no way to be sure of a relationship. However, one should look for consistency over a period of time, maybe 7 to 9 months, to determine whether it is right for the person to introduce to the kids. Crystal.
Jaiga, I have to commend you on that one, because it's true. Sometimes man have no conscience, but for a female that is wrong.
Morning breakfast party. How you mean men don't care? We running in like all your DJ name.
Wrong. That is somehow because you're running in like a DJ name. That's raw.
Raw. On the breakfast party.
Running. Gone. Protect yourselves.
Raw on the breakfast party.
Wow. Your name have a whole different meaning now. I took my dad leaving very hard, and since then I'm selfish with my mom. I feel no man deserves her. She deserves so much more than anyone can give her.
Oh wow, nice. See that different level. I get lack of maturity. You carry your mother, there's cloak up inside there, so you put any cloak of nothingness over your mother. It's so unfair that young men will put the cloak of nothingness over their mother. So you mean your mother must not breed again?
You can know of my kids, but not know them. Sorry, but I have to be absolutely sure you're able to deal with my whole world.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's sensitive.
thank
People
you,
don't understand.
Coach.
You can have somebody in your life for a period of time, knowing that you have children. They just have to live cohesively in your
space until
world.
you ready to.
Like little things like lessons pick up and drop offs and all that.
Yeah.
You talk, you're communicating, you know, hey babe, what you doing? Yeah, well, you're not going to drop the kids here who are swimming. Hey, cool. You check when you're done, that kind of
all
thing.
the
You
time
know
is
all
all
what
the
going
time.
on. But you see when it reached the coming together where you pop popcorn home and put a movie out and you're watching Raisin, what is the name, Aisha?
Raisin Dion.
Raisin Dion and your foot on my foot and then
Yeah.
small man hand on my shoulder.
I never subscribe to the every Monday morning is a new
So
uncle.
that's-
I believe in taking the time to get to know the person, to know their patterns before introducing them to your kids. I waited for over a year before my daughter met that person. These things affect kids. Let me just throw this in the wheel too. It's just spoke in the wheel. Sometime, because you have to be aware of the world changing now. Sometimes pedophiles go after
Women with children.
women
Correct.
with children.
Correct. All that too. And you will not know they present themselves as nice.
You see, for single
Nice.
mothers, it way
Hard.
more.
That's why single men, many of
different
them
and
say,
different.
nah, not me, I good.
Single mothers, I respect the mothers that, you know something, I ain't going to introduce nobody to my child.
Yeah.
My child first, it have mothers, well, like long time mothers, they just lock off everything and you
Nah,
you
I'm not
never-
saying to lock
you
off.
win-
I will not encourage
you
a
win-
young
not
lady
lock,
to
not
lock
lock
off.
off in terms of your dating and thing, you know. I just talking about they take that time to spend time with the child and not introduce anybody to them at
Because
that very
let's not
moment,
pretend
boy.
there are men and women out there. As soon as a new man or woman come in their life,
Yeah.
they forget the child.
All on the social media with
forget
it.
the child.
Mhm.
Right? They had time for the child.
And I
right?
respect the people too who you're co-parenting.
Oh, yeah,
and you
making it work.
understand the situation
And making
and
it
you
work.
know to yourself you're putting that child
As I tell you,
first
here
and
was the problem.
foremost, eh,
What I appeal to
over
all them young men
everything.
out there. Emotion trumps logic. I know, but we need to step back and
They
this.
had to have some sort of
Bite the
logic.
bottom lip. Because here what is
They had to
happening.
have some sort of
You see
logic
when
in
they
it.
see Charmaine bringing Josiah by you Saturday evening, and when she come in dress. She come in dress. She contour down and looking good. And you know that's who you used to jam. And she dropping Josiah off. And they going, go by daddy. Mommy, see you tomorrow, right, Jay? Okay, mommy. And in the back of your mind, she dropping Josiah to go and jam. That is where you think, all the fellas, stop
No.
that nonsense.
Stop
Stop
it.
it.
Stop it.
Allow the
When-
woman to jam.
Woman does-
Allow her to jam.
Woman does
Because when
girls
you
do
was
too.
jamming, and she had Josiah, you wasn't studying it. You out there getting
Now,
on.
you toting? Were you toting for you?
Stop
and she
the
not
talk.
together?
But that is what is happening.
It's a
Rudy.
woman. It's a woman doing that too.
Rudy, that is what
It's
happening.
a woman who break up and for some weird reason you're still in love with this person.
Stop
and
it.
You can't help
it,
yourself
guys. I'm begging
but
on
get
you.
your
Stop
feelings
it.
involved when it comes to the child.
Stop
No, again, we go back to the ego. Is the ego? We wasn't working, you know. But I want nobody else with you.
Can I do that?
opportunity you get.
Yeah.
Can I do
Yeah,
that?
well, you wasn't thinking about that when it is you break up with me, or when it is I break up with you. You wasn't thinking about that. Well, now you have to deal with it. Now you have to deal with it. What you talking about? What you talking about? I talking about school fees. How you reach there? How you reach there?
How?
I know what you was talking about.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
So, guys,
Deal
in
with
closing,
it.
all I'm
Yes.
saying is put aside the ego for a little bit. Understand that it's not that anymore.
When you-
Love your children.
When you think children first, everything has fall into place.
Everything will fall
Amen.
into
Everything
place,
is to
bro.
fall into place.
Amen.
Everything.
All right, guys, another
Stop
edition.
popping popcorn on a Saturday night to the people cheering on them. Stop it. Stop popping popcorn to the people cheering.
Have a great one, Ojo World. We're out of here.
Be
gone. See you on Monday.